Hi there, thanks for tuning in to Make This Happen, where we discuss an idea we've been dying to see come alive. Every week, my friend JE and myself, AG, will bring you an idea you never knew you needed. A product. An idea. A solution. This week, we're going into Pokemon cards. Specifically, all cards. But Pokemon cards were the inspiration for this idea, where I thought, man, I have to go to Target and I have to check, and they're always gone. You know what would be best? If there were vending machines set up that just dispense trading cards so that you would be able to pay through either a wallet or anything else, and it was just chock full of trading cards, and they could exist like red boxes outside of stores and in different areas like on campuses and such where you could get cards. So instead of it being, and that way you had to use like an ID or something so you couldn't stock up too much, and there would still be some if there was scarcity or something.
But wouldn't you run into the same problems where the vending machine would often, you just go up to it and be like, sold out?
I don't know. I think this way the stock would be better because you'd have to register with the vending machine or have like some type of account. And the reason you'd want an account too is because of rewards.
Yeah, and I could also see that with the account, you maybe buy it via, like, let's say Apple Pay or like current, like, you know, those digital currencies that you could buy at like Target or like at Walgreens or whatever. You buy that, load up your card on your app, and then you could pay with that type of situation. Also, what it would do is limit purchases. So let's say if the jumbo card edition, which I don't think this vending machine would do, because I don't know, you know, it wouldn't be able to fit in the fucking receiver, but like let's say a special limited card thing comes out, the ATM, since you're paying through an app, you would have to use the app and it'll limit your purchases. The problem is, of course, there's workarounds where someone would just make multiple accounts and then they'll just sit there and then log into multiple accounts and then just keep doing the same thing. But people are going to do that regardless anyway. You know what I mean?
And I feel like what this would do is it would also have break resistant glass, and then at night, not during hours of operation, maybe like from 12 to 8, bars would go up and then lock so you couldn't get to the cards, so it wouldn't just be broken into.
Yeah. How often do you think red boxes get broken into?
No, but Pokemon cards would.
Okay, yeah, fair.
You know, there'd be kids who'd be like, fuck this, we're gonna topple this thing over and we're gonna take it home.
I also think a cool idea that you could do with this vending machine is have two options. There'd be the first option that I think would be the more popular option for a time, and eventually it would become the less popular option. But the first option, of course, is just buy your booster pack from this ATM, right? And some booster packs, like special editions, will have like a 2 purchase limit, whereas the more regular booster packs, no limit, and those are just always there. And then I think what this ATM will allow as well, and I think that this would eventually become the preferred way of doing this, is just buy an individual card purchase, and you could buy this in multiple pay forms where it's just 1 card, 2 cards, or 4 cards or something like that, with discounts going up exponentially or whatever, right?
And that's where I wanted to go with it.
Yeah.
Because I also wanted it to buy back cards. It would test the grade of the card, and if the card was in good condition, it would give you money back. So there would be different money. So you could open a card, get a pool, and be like, oh my God, this is a $62 card. And pop it into the machine, and then the machine would eat it and then sell that card at like $75. But it would also place it in its own case and grade it. So then it would be a graded card given back to somebody who bought it.
I don't think... So I'm fine with that. I just don't think the buyback method would be there. Okay. I think a way to make it...
Or do you think we should have a fulfillment center with employees who do the buyback method? And then if it doesn't work or pass the grade, then it gets sent back.
I think instead what we could do is this, where, because I don't think there's gonna be like a digital screen where you could pick and choose the individual cards you could buy, because then the best ones would just get sold all the time. It's just going to be you pay for a random single card, and then they'll just pop out a random. It could be an energy or it could be a holographic. Like it's just a random card that you purchase. But what I do think this machine can do is you could put your card in a second receiver it has that's not like the regular receiver. And I think when it poops out individual cards, of course, at the booster packs, it's just going to poop out the booster pack. But if you buy an individual
Why do you
card,
use the verb poop?
I don't know, it'll poop out a card in like a sleeve already, like a protective sleeve that's already good to go. So it doesn't get messed up in the vending process. But what you could do is put this card into the second receiver, and it will read the card and give you an approximate grade and approximate how much this is going for current at that time. And then from there, you could take that somewhere to go sell it off yourself. But it will give you an idea if that card is worth anything at all, and then a somewhat of a semi-accurate grading scale where it won't be an official grading, but it'll let you know, hey, this card's in somewhat of good condition, and it's actually worth something somewhere.
And I think it would be fun if somehow we could even get these little booths to host tournaments or something. I think
like
you could all do this on like your app.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, like, I think also it'll do the same thing that Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards do, where when you buy a card through your app at this vending machine, it'll give you the digital version as well.
Yeah.
And we'll eventually, you could maybe do tournaments, maybe like in a Pokemon Go style where you have to be in the vicinity and it'll give you a special reward in the app, maybe more currency to go buy stuff from the vending machine. And then maybe there'll be like special in-person events at these vending machines where you have to be there in person and it's only open for a certain amount of time and there's an actual employee there, and that day they loaded up the vending machine with like a special event card that you can get, and then you'd have to like wait in this line, maybe it would be more like draw a raffle when you get there. When your number comes up, you have an opportunity to go up to buy like 5 individual cards, and you have a chance to get the special card, and then do it again if you don't get that round. And
then
yeah,
we should also offer a membership so that if you wanted to, you could get 1 free pack a month just to get people to go there. I hope these things don't end up getting banned because of they just start getting really addictive. But this is kind of what I want. I want there to be like kind of like this faceless thing where you can go get cards. It's super easy, and that it would stock multiple cards of different games, so you can get Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, basketball, baseball.
Yeah. I like this idea. The main issue I have is that these can't just be anywhere. I think even if, okay, let's say, okay, so this is how I imagine it being implemented, where these will be at your local hobby shop, but they won't be at every Target. The reason being is these things have to be well stocked by someone who cares and by someone official. You know what I mean? Whereas a Target employee, they're not going to give a fuck about this card vending machine.
No, it would be its own company. Yeah, it would be like our company.
And like, yeah, maybe in the morning at your local hobby town, our employee would come deliver your weekly
drop
quota,
and we would also put in unique cards as well that our fulfillment centers would be buying, that our employees would be going and getting.
Maybe we could even invent our own TCG for this vending machine with our own characters and monsters, and then that would be like a vending machine exclusive type of thing.
And if you get special cards like the rare drops that are like only 100 made, those get you discounts at our vending machines. If you scan that card, you get something like a 5% discount.
Yeah, Because like I could see like a more complicated digital type of game that has a physical component and physical cards that becomes pretty popular. Like think like a Hearthstone or something that we make alongside the vending machine to promote the vending machine. But yeah, the main purpose of it would be an easy, efficient way to buy Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, sports cards, and the like. But I think the draw and the reason why hobby shops would want this vending machine in the first place is if there's a draw to the vending machine instead of hobby shops just being like, why would I use your vending machine if I could just sell the cards on my own and make more money that way? There has to be a draw for people to want this vending machine. So yeah, I think we'd have to create our own card game, our own physical cards, and that be the main draw to the vending machine. But of course, have Pokemon cards and the like in there as well, and all that stuff. And then maybe to make the individual card thing more random, more addictive, and more purchases being made is if it's not just because in my head it was just Pokemon cards in this individual thing, but the individual card purchase is literally every single card just in there at all times type of thing.
I like it. And for some reason I have a vision. I think this would be too far, but what if we included candy into it too? Like the bottom is where you could put quarters and then do the twist for different candies.
Okay, but at this point they're already at a hobby town. They could just go inside and buy their fucking recess.
Go inside and buy your own fucking Reese's. We're about cards and cards only. You know who would do this? Who would be forward thinking? Who would have the money? GameStop, make this happen. Thanks for listening.
I was gonna be like Amazon.
If you have any suggestions or products you'd like to see talk about, feel free to write in at @poundgames@gmail.com. We have a Patreon. If you'd like to join the @Pound family, come find us at patreon.com/wearenotgamedevs. Patrons receive episodes 2 days early, meaning Make This Happen gets to your ears that much sooner. If you enjoyed our show, please take a second to give us a review. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Store, and more. Catch you guys next Sunday with Jay's brilliant idea.
Winter sports.
Okay, we're going to make winter sports happen. Sounds great.
Kind of. You will see next week what I mean by winter sports.
I hope so.